Barely 100 miles north of Los Angeles lies the idyllic beachside town of Santa Barbara, referred to by some as the American Riviera, and no wonder. Its architecture is Spanish, its vineyards bountiful, and its recreation, well, extreme. That's right, this golden stretch of coastline is a skateboarding mecca, and home to a favorite of skaters everywhere, Powell skateboards. Powell has been an innovator in a sport that's been nothing if not innovative ever since 1976 when George Powell founded the company.
How did you start, George?
I started out of my garage when my son asked me for a skateboard.
Okay, see, my theory has always been that all industries start in a garage.
They do, absolutely.
What's the genesis of the skateboard? Who invented it?
The mythology says that surfers in Southern California invented it with waves down and nothing to do. They took the old scooters, took the tops off, and just rode the bases.
Gotcha.
And thus the skateboard was invented.
George had studied engineering at Stanford, so he could see the myriad possibilities in skateboarding, which in those days appealed to rebellious teens and those needing portable transportation.
First thing I started working on making better decks, because what was available was just a piece of oak or a piece of pull-treated fiberglass. It was really heavy and really springy, and it just didn't give the right response. It was too mushy.
No part of the skateboard was too small for George's big ideas, and skaters could immediately tell the difference. 30 years on, they still can, because George is still focused on basics, like trying to make the best decks in the business.
So what we're doing here is we're sorting the wood in the proper order. They go in sequence.
What's the machine do?
The machine puts the glue on. So we put a precisely measured amount of glue onto 3 of the plies, and it gets interspersed with the dry wood. Wet. It's wet on both sides.
How many layers in each board?
There's 7 plies in each layer. You got 2 on the long, across, 1 middle, and then across, and then 2 long.
George tested dozens of different woods before finding one that was stiff yet springy.
It's hard rock maple.
Oh, no kidding.
And maple has the best strength to weight ratio and the best rebound.
The only way to make a lighter board is by mixing in fiberglass, but Powell skaters wouldn't stand for that, or skate for it.
Kids don't like fiberglass in it because when you get scuffed and dinged up around the outside edges, those glass fibers come out when you grab your board.
Oh, yeah, each up.
Not good.
A deck consists of 7 plies that are glued together, dried, and then shaped.
That drum sander is actually hollow and it's full of air. And it's the air pressure that provides the resistance and allows the edge of the board to go into the bag itself.
That's a bag sander. Never seen one of those.
It allows you to give a really nice finish to the board.
Of course, nice finishes are only nice if a board can stand the punishment.
So, Evan, this is the Marie Antoinette machine?
The guillotine.
Yeah.
They call this the impulse tester, which is like calling the electric chair a Barca lounger.
I take it all the way to failure to see, you know, how far we can go, how strong it is, and how far it will push this 50-pound weight back up as it's doing it.
Oh, I see. So you have increments marked on this pipe.
This is 50 pounds right here, and as you work your way up, the foot-pounds will increase.
When the boss isn't around, you put walnuts down there?
I put a few other things down there, some tin cans and stuff, you know, just to have some fun. Yeah, you want to give it a shot?
All right.
Just basically pop it up and out, and then just kind of let it free fall.
You did that kind of like D'Artagnan, didn't you?
Yeah, a little flair to it.
3 Musketeers. Okay. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Huh?
Excellent, excellent.
Thank you.
Now let's really see what she'll do.
All right, let's take it up a couple of notches here. It snapped.
Do you get discounts on that board now?
Yeah, that's a real cheap one at this point.
No company intentionally destroys inventory without getting something out of it. And what Powell gets from testing a few boards out of every 500 is the assurance that their customers won't inadvertently become human impulse testers.
What we mostly see is a wood failure, and that's what we want.
They should have you on CSI.
Oh, yeah.
You know, crime scene investigation.
Strong is one thing, but what skaters really respond to is personality. The board just has to have one.
Yeah, we silk screen on these tables. Each one of these is a little sheet of acetate.
Oh, okay.
We're silk screening directly onto this, and then we're going to transfer it onto the deck. It's like a stencil. And as we get him down here, we'll see that he's moving right on down the line, one color at a time.
Seems like you got that down.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the most color silk screens you've had to put on?
Probably this one, 9 colors.
Here's what the finished product looks like.
That's beautiful. That's, yeah, really seamless.
This baby's ready to roll.
The key to making a good skateboard wheel is actually in the urethane itself. We were the first company to pioneer the use of MDI-based urethanes in skateboard wheels.
MDI is short for diphenylmethane disocyanate, which is either Greek or Latin or, I don't know, Urdu for something that gives the wheels better rebound and the board a more responsive ride.
Yeah, let me show you with these two balls the difference between two urethane compounds, one that has been compounded for high rebound, gives back energy, and the other one I'll let you see. Okay, this one I'm going to drop. It's good rebound. This one, the rebound's not quite so good.
It's like Jell-O.
These are actually the same hardness. And you might see them in a wheel and think they're the same, but they're not at all.
Powell's wheels are made by injecting liquid urethane foam into aluminum molds. The exact recipe, of course, is a secret. What follows is some time in a nice warm oven. Then, a final trim. Now that's a wheel. Powell turns out 1,500 skateboards a day and can barely keep up with demand. Global demand.
Skateboarding is all over the world. We export to like 50 countries now that actually import skateboards from America.
Do you think skateboarding ever become an Olympic sport?
Actually, yes, I do. It's set up for the Chinese Olympics.
Already?
In Beijing.
2008.
Yeah, they're trying to set it up as a demonstration sport. Skateboarding's incredible, you know. I thought it was a great sport, but it's become so much more than a sport. It's really a way of life for a lot of kids, and it's certainly got its own culture to it.
Am I going to get to try out one of these boards?
Yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go do it.
All right.
Here you go.
Okay, well.
Give it a try.
Okay. Man, that was great. Yeah, thanks a lot, George.
John, I had no idea.
I
That was amazing.
really enjoyed that. Thanks.
All right, you're a ruler.